Hey everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bowles Central, checking out a brand spanking new video game. Well, it's sort of spanking new. It's semi spanking new. If you if you paid $100 or $90 for it before it came out, you got it a few days early. So technically, on how much willing you're shelling out is your degree of spanking newness. But check it out. This is Diablo 4. Hell yeah. I've been waiting for Diablo 4, gosh, probably since Diablo 3. This is in reality in so many ways the game that I want to be playing most right now. Okay, so it's just this beautiful feedback loop cycle of crushing tons of on-screen enemies, picking up the loot, picking up the gold, getting better stuff, improving what you have, changing the look of stuff. This is my necromancer Bodacia, named such because she's so fucking bodacious as a human being. Okay. So yeah, this is a great game. I will give it some caveats because the experience is currently, as of the recording of this video, okay, so June 14th, 2023. The experience is currently marred by a lot of online factors. The servers are just not handling the pace at most times. I played this with my wife, Carrie. We played it on Xbox Series X, and I gotta tell you, everybody's playing it on PC right now, which totally makes sense, but we're playing it on Xbox because it's got to be one of the single best, mark my words here, one of the single best co-op couch experiences on console that you're ever going to have. It is beautiful on console, especially if you got 2 or 3 or 4 people playing, right? But like I said, it is kind of marred by the servers just kind of not being able to pick up. Sometimes you get dropped from the server. Sometimes, you know, your hits, your attacks are not connecting with enemies, and they just kind of stand there, not absorbing your damage. There's a lot of rubber banding. There's a lot of lag. This game is meant to be a semi-social experience, so it's really modifying in many, many ways the classic Diablo formula, while maintaining, like I said, that basic feedback loop and the basic look of it as far as the isometric top-down perspective goes. But it's sort of in vein with like Destiny, where it's a semi-MMO, where, you know, there is things like PvP, there is things like shared hub towns where tons and tons of people are coming through. You know, you get to see all sorts of variations and names and, you know, lots of different types of people. And you do have a lot of unexpected multiplayer moments, which is kind of the goal of this iteration of Diablo, kind of the bloodline of it, if you will. And it's, I don't know, man, it's like, it's the coolest thing about it as far as something new goes, because otherwise it definitely is the old Diablo formula. They've taken a much darker, more realistic, much more gruesome approach to both the story and the aesthetics of the game. So I don't know if you've played Diablo 3, but Diablo 3 was very, I don't want to say cartoony, but it was kind of cartoony, man. And it was kind of arcadey, too. Now, a lot of people love that about Diablo 3. I kind of love the Reaper of Souls Diablo 3, and where Diablo 3 currently sits today is such an old product that Blizzard has continued to nourish throughout all the years, which is why I'm not really worried about the server issues so much on this game, because I know they'll fix them eventually. It won't be that long, probably. But yeah, it's darker, it's more gruesome, it's more adult. The story is not bad. The story is really good. Blizzard spent a lot of time on the story. After much feedback from the community over Diablo 3, you know, the voice acting, the basic writing, the beat-for-beat narrative. I mean, I have to say, this new villain, Lilith, she's badass. She's very, very cool. She's very, kind of like, sophisticated and kind of like scary and statuesque. Like, look at her. She's a beautifully designed character. My only gripe with the story is that everything is kind of happening in flashback with her. you kind of get to encounter bits of her at the beginning which feel very alive and very fresh. And then as the story progresses, it's you constantly on her heels getting flashbacks of what she's just done. So it's never as immediate as I wanted it to be, but it is a huge improvement over Diablo 3 regardless. And like I said, my wife and I have been playing this non-stop on console since it came out. See, we were some of the spankers. We were some of the early spankers, and we did spank the game a little bit more, financially speaking. Only because, I don't usually pay for deluxe versions of anything. I find it's kind of a little bit of a ripoff, and it's a little presumptuous on the part of developers. I know they got to make their money, but, getting a game 4 days early and then, and I have to tell you, those 4 days early that this game came out, if you paid money for the extra big editions, it worked so much better than it works right now. Now that the servers are full of people. So it was a little bit of false advertising, because when I first played this game, and not in the beta, I eschewed the betas because I wanted it to be a fresh, fulfilling, full experience when it came out. Very, very, very excited for this game, like I said. And when it came out with those early access days, it was a dream, which is how I know that eventually it will be a dream again. In good conscience, I cannot give this game a 10 or a 9 like I kind of want to give it, because, like I said, those server issues, it's not ever game breaking, because you always want to get back in and play, and the auto saving system is not so bad. But like I said, I can't in good conscience give it a 9 or a 10. I'm going to give Diablo 4 an 8 out of 10. And you know what? It's still so worth it. And I know that once those issues are fixed, it'll be a dream game. You owe it to yourself to play this game. It's a loot game. It's endless. The end game. Oh my god, I didn't even touch the end game. It's so good. Whoo, and we're out of time. Hey, everybody. Hey everybody, this is my latest music album, Audiophile II. It's on digital streaming platforms all over the globe, it's all over the globe, including here on YouTube. My YouTube channel has it for free if you want to just listen to it without having to pay for a service like a Spotify, like they're on the screen here, iTunes, Pandora, Amazon Music, whatever. Go listen to it, it's great. I'm going to play some Diablo 4, and I'm going to ignore the fact that this video was amazing. I'm not even going to lie. It was amazing. Never mind. It was cool. It was great. I did good.